Hi guys, this is Pat with STEMjobs.com. I wanted to share some of my experiences with you from working with college students in admissions, as well as being a college student myself. So I came up with 5 really important things I think you should know before you start visiting schools. The first thing is financial aid. When it comes to paying for school, it can be really frightening. Where is this money going to come from? How am I going to afford this? Financial aid is where you can figure that out and how you can start to pay for school. Before you really start doing anything with financial aid, doing some research on what's called the FAFSA, the FAFSA, it's hard to say, I know. The free application for federal student aid is the best way to really see what's out there. That can mean federal money, it can mean state money, scholarships, grants, even money from one of the schools that you're visiting to help you pay for it. So do some research on financial aid and see if the school you're visiting has a financial aid department. Schedule an appointment with them, talk with them. It's really the best way to find out how you can pay for school. The second thing to keep in mind, clubs and activities. So if you're a high school student, and I know you are, you're probably involved in volunteering, sports, maybe a video game club, anything that you like. And that's awesome. It's a great way to meet people that are similar to you, make friends, learn what you really like and enjoy, and even qualify for some scholarship money. And that's all really cool. But most schools are not as concerned about your activities and clubs as they are about your grades and your SAT and ACT scores. So make sure you prioritize what's important. Be involved, but don't let your education suffer. Now, speaking of SATs and ACTs, that's number 3. When it comes to SATs and ACTs, and I know acronyms and standardized testing both suck, you need to really focus on them. A lot of schools have minimal acceptance standards, so you need to have such and such score on the SAT or be really good at the science portion of the ACT, but I know it's not fun. So keep this in mind. If you're not a good test taker, if you dread these things, you can take the SAT or the ACT multiple times, and admissions departments will look at your best scores from each attempt. They're not going to look at your overall score on a single attempt. They'll take your best scores and combine them. So you can really benefit from taking them a few times and maybe focusing on an individual portion each time. So besides the SATs and ACTs, we're going to move on to number 4. Make the most of your visit. Colleges want you to enroll. They can only stay in business if they have students. So what you can learn from this is if you want to accomplish something on your visit, if you want to see the campus, maybe stay overnight with another student and learn more about what goes on at the school. Have free lunches, which is really what I'm all about, as well as free t-shirts, but really meet with professors, sit in on classes. You can do all of that. The college is going to help you out with it. If it's going to increase the chances of you enrolling, they're happy to do it for you. And finally, the last thing, and arguably the most important thing, don't let mom and dad run the conversation. They want the best for you. They're going to be asking questions to admissions. They're going to care about your safety. But mom and dad aren't going to be there with you once you start school. They're not going to be on campus with you. They're not going to be doing homework with you. They're not going to be in class with you, and you really don't want them to be. That would be weird. You need to take some initiative. So ask questions, get involved, learn as much as you can, and be a part of the conversation. It's only going to help you in the long run. That's all I've got, guys. If you like what you saw and you want to learn more, check out the link below or head to STEMjobs.com for some more great stuff. Take care.